while singing this bhajan, Kya tum jano hal hamara, again, I realized something. Because for the so many years we are singing this bhajan. I think except the younger generation, most of us are 30 plus with Swamiji. So we have some kilometers. So I was always wondering why we don't feel like that. And then today I realized that's not true. If we would not feel like in this bhajan is Lalanandji sings, we would not be here. You all would not be here. Like Mataji always sings, Sompuriji Maharaj always sing, Rom Rom Me Ram, Rom Rom Me Ram. Rom is this hair. In every single hair is God, is Rama, is. And in this bhajan it says that sometimes we feel it, many times you felt it. When we met Swamiji, when Swamiji gave a lecture, that suddenly we were completely engrossed, that like all hairs on our body was standing, and it's like, oh my God, this is it. So this bhajan is Lalanandji singing and explaining to non-bhakti people. So the people who are not devoted to God, and he says that only the bhaktas can have this feeling. Kya tuma jano hal hamara? What do you know about my condition? The funny part is that we also don't know about our condition. How I know that? Just try to explain to anybody in your family, to your relatives. Why are you going to India? Just try to explain this. Only the bhakta will understand, oh my God, you are going to India, so nice. Why we are going? Mere Satguru Maria Tir, because the Satguru Dev caught us with an arrow. And in the end, of course, with arrow of the words. No? Lagi aya karchot hamara, nena tapakenir. I think with this, each and every one of us can identify. In many of the lectures of Swamiji, in many bhajans, you could feel the tears coming down from your eyes, either physically or inside, because something what Swamiji gave us or Swamiji said touched our heart. Lagi aya karchot hamara. We were hurt. Why hurt? It's not that it's painful, but it's not painful. It's like really nice pain. And many times we said, oh my God, why I did not know that? How come that now I know this? Time. Roma Roma chilave mera sunakara gyan kambir. All the hairs on my body stand straight when I heard that knowledge, when I realized something. There is this, in Buddhism, there is this enlightenment, which they are using for the eureka moments, when you realize something, small things, when you said, oh my God, yes. So this is similar. We don't have to get ultimate realization. We can also, small realization on the way are also very important. No? Bhaya darada abadila ke andara. In my heart, there was a big pain. I'm talking to you because you are one of the rare people who can actually understand what I'm talking about. If you go inside of you in your memory, if you remember, you know what I'm talking about. Jane na pandita pir. Who does not know that? These pandits who are doing pujas. The pir is the Muslim version of pandits. So all these intellectuals, all these people who are doing pujas, they don't know because they were not touched by Guru's word in their heart. Murcha kakar gira dharana par. Luckily, we didn't come to that point. We fainted, fall unconscious on the ground. This is still to happen, you know. Although if this happened, I think we would have to call ambulance or some doctor. Luckily, we have doctor there sitting in the back row, so we have no worries. Murcha kakar gira dharana par. So can you imagine how big pain of realization has to be that you faint? Probably you will not faint physically, but you will lose the consciousness of which consciousness is disturbing us. Me, myself, and I. I am the best. I am the greatest. I know everything. I will tell you. Murcha kakar, I fainted from that. I became completely unaware of my I. I stopped existing. Dia kaleja chir, my heart opened. It's basically, it says like I forcefully opened my heart. Like we see Hanuman with the Sita and Rama inside. Vedya Hakim koi nahi jane. We can call the doctor and he will come and say us like, it's a mental problem, don't worry. We call the mental doctor says, no, don't worry, it's something else, you know. So no, any kind of doctor. Vedya is the Ayurvedic doctor, Hakim is the Unani doctor, Muslim doctor, which use the Greek medicine. Koi nahi jane, the doctors actually don't know why, because this is not the real pain. It's a real pain, but it's not real pain. How we can know this? We love somebody, we hate somebody. How many kilos of hate do you have? How many kilos of love do you have? We don't know. So this pain inside, this pain of opening of our heart, nobody can know except you people. Jiske lagi wo hi jane, only that person can know who experienced that. Only that one can know who experienced that. And I guarantee you, if you stop, if you look in yourself, you definitely experienced it. Maybe not on the high scale that you really faint or something, but on some scale you did. Duja na jane, or nobody else can. Experience you cannot describe. It's like why there are so many love songs on this planet. And the person who is not in love has no clue what is happening. Is that like, okay, it's a nice song, but what the heck, you know? And once you become in love, then you said, oh, okay, they are talking about this. So this is a similar. Sri Deepa Dayala Milya Prabhu Puran. I met merciful Sri Deep Narayan Mahaprabhuji. Puran, complete one, who managed to give me that knowledge. Kardiya Chakanachur. This is one of the best words. Chakanachur is like we had yesterday churma. So you have bate, you have bread, and then you put sugar on it, and then you mash it until you get a powder. This is chakanachur. It's like completely. I became a powder. My ego is no more. I am no more. And now for the people, so that I know when I first heard that bhajan, I was thinking, oh my God, so Swamiji now shoot at us with arrows, so luckily Lalananji in the last verse said, Shabda tirki esi mari. He shot us with the arrow of the word. Shabda means the word, but Shabda means the knowledge. Shabda encompasses all Vedas, Puranas, everything, whatever is written, all this experience of the masters and so. This is called Shabda. Shabda tirki aisi mari mit gaya mana magarur. So he hit me so hard with the words that my mind ran away. My mind disappeared. Shri Lala kahe abhadoka nahi. Now this is the beautiful part. He says, Lalananji says, now there is no cheating anymore. I'm not cheated by this world. If you remember from Kabir Dasji, Suno bhai sada tum ye Maya dhoka, ye dhokha ki na kare. This is, the Maya is cheating you. No? Lala kahe abadoka nahi. Lalananji says, there is no any more cheating. Dhoka. Sunna me uga sur. In this, when we close our eyes and there is nothingness there, and then we are like, oh my God, again, Prabhu Deep Niranjan, Prabhu Deep Niranjan. Okay, light is there, okay, nothing. Something, nothing. Now we close our eyes and the sun rises. The light comes from within us. Sunname ugasur. In this nothingness, the sun, the light, divine light appeared. Kya tum jane hal hamara. So we have to go. There is still a small part we have to go. But we are already there. Why I know that we are there? Because you are here. Practical example, you came. Against all odds, you came here. You knew that maybe we will meet Swamiji, maybe not, it will be cold, it will be what, it will this and that. Every time going to India is tricky. Going anywhere is tricky, but India is like very complicated. So you are already there. Only now we have to go slightly more deeper. Kya tu majano hal hamare. And the beauty with Lalananji, because Lalananji had, like we remember this Mangelalji, who Mahaprabhuji put in a gufa in Bolagoda, and for 6 months he was meditating, and then he came out enlightenment. Then we know this Shivananji, who came as a completely angry Thakur of the village, and then Mahaprabhuji just in a second changed his mind. Lalananji was different. Lalananji was disciple of one master, and then slowly he was having an ashram, he became Mahamandaleshwar, and he was slowly doing mala and all whatever. It's like what we are all doing. And then at the end of the life, or at the end of when the time came, he actually became liberated. Mahaprabhuji showed him the way. So he's actually also one of the Mahaprabhuji's disciples. In India, the master is one. The guru is one. But the teachings you can take from everywhere. So Mahaprabhuji was the one who showed the Lalanaji his true self, which he showed in this bhajan. And just to quickly go through the previous bhajan, Divana Sataguru Nama Kamastana Heli. This you all know, so I will not take much of your time. This bhajan explains how will you feel, how you know that you reached on that stage. Now you know that you are here, you are on excellent path. But how to know that you reached? Divana Sataguru Nama Kamastana Heli. So the first part is Divana Sataguru. The first part is that we are completely engrossed in the name of our master. Sataguru ka naam, name of our master. Hari Om. Jai. Divana means crazy, totally in love, completely engrossed. So in the first line, Mahaprabhuji tells us, in the first line, very first line, you don't have to go further in this bhajan. In the first line, Mahaprabhuji says, you want liberation? No problem. You want Atmagyana? No problem. Divana Sataguru Kanam. Be crazy about the name of Sataguru. Be crazy about your mantra. Repeat your mantra. Repeat your mantra. Fully. If you don't believe in that, just go through this Patanjali Yoga Sutras, and then you know how many seconds you have to concentrate on your mantra to go into that state. What will happen? Mastana Heli. You will be happy, oh my friends. So Mahaprabhuji tells to all of us, oh my friends. Why friends? Because the friends are those who are on the same path. Like in the previous Kya tu majano hal hamara. No, I can tell you only to this. If I go in this the best Chinese universe, people will like look, yeah, okay. It's his job to give something, tell something, it's okay. Be paravah fakir. Be is without. Parva, any troubles, any, how to say, worries. He's fakir. He's like, he described what will actually, how to know that you reached the stage of moksha. You are engrossed in a guru's name and you basically don't care about anything. But not depression. We're not talking about depression. We're talking about mastana, happiness. Gagana opma ghera kahir. So let's do this translation slightly different. We are deep. We are deep, we are everywhere like the sky. We are, you are, we are patient as the earth, as the mountains. So we are big as the sky, we are everywhere like a sky, and we are patient as earth while waiting on the plane to go. Amrita Jesa Mitakahya, they say that whatever you say is sweet as a nectar, or just the person itself is sweet as a nectar, like we see with Guruji and Swamiji. Just being with Swamiji is, you feel that sweetness, that inner love. Don't worry, not always. Shitala Sagara Neer. And you are cool like a deep, pure water of the ocean. Can you imagine just to have this? You are everywhere. You are like, it's like you cannot be alone. You're not alone. We are all together. We are not never alone. We are patient as earth, and we are cool as the ocean. Jata Panta Kishankanamana, we don't care. You don't care about who is who. From which country you are. From which status you have. Education you have. Nothing matters. In that state, nothing matters. How much money you have. Nothing matters. Money is irrelevant. Samana Patara here. Even he says, because we are all focused on money, he says, if you have in one hand stone and in other hand diamond, you will say, okay, this one is shiny. Okay, this one. This one is too shiny. Tina loka ki icha nahi. There is no any desire. It's like there is no any desires. This is the problem when you get older, you know that you're getting older, and then you go to the shop and you say, okay, and this chocolate, that chocolate, and this, and it's like, okay, we don't need. It's like, then like, oh my God, I'm really getting old. That is really not good. So similarly, it's like there is no desire. Slowly the desires disappear. And you want something, and within like half a minute or 10 seconds, it's like, doesn't matter. Tina loka ki ichana, there is nowhere. You want to go, you want to have something in India, you come to India, you said, okay, I don't want. You go to Europe, I don't want. I go here or there, I don't want. What you want? Divana Satta Guru Kanam. You want only the divine name of Gurudev. Nahi sukha bina sharir. So this is like, we all hope that when we die, we will go to heaven and then we will enjoy, we will have everlasting life or something, Yeah. What's the point if I'm happy now? I don't need to wait. Why to wait? Just be happy now. Nahi kisi ki shanka na mane. You're not scared of anybody. He says neither kings nor the beggars. No. Here in India, beggars can be quite aggressive on the streets and so on. For us, it's like we are not scared of passport control and security checking on the airport. So you are not scared of anything. Why? Because you know the reality. Because you know that on the other side is also you. You are checking yourself. You are talking to yourself. Bhuka pyasa parvah nahi rakhe. And this desire, this necessity, okay, 8 to 9 is breakfast, 1 to 2 is lunch, and 6 to 7 is dinner. Okay, we have still 25 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go. This disappears. You don't have any need for that. You can eat whenever you want. And you know, of course, techniques, Khechari Mudra or some other techniques with which you don't need to eat. Parabajo ge har gambir. And you are serious or like a parbat, like a mountain. Now this part is very interesting. Jivata hi murda samreve. This is like, it's beautiful. We have a beautiful translation, but the meaning is, although alive, you are living like dead. Now that's slightly scary translation. That's why we have in our bhajans happy version of that. So nowadays, unfortunately, there are too many people who are living like they are dead. It's called depression. And many people commit suicide because they don't feel there is any sense of life. But here it's like why he says that, why Mahaprabhuji writes that Devpuriji lives and he is like that, because there is no desires. He's still alive. Devpuriji is still there. Devpuriji is still alive because only one thing, Divana Sataguru Nam. He is completely absorbed. There is only one wish, one desire in our body. We need desire to stay on this planet. And there is only one desire, is to repeat the name of God, to repeat the name of Master. Everything else, whatever makes us human, whatever makes us that people can influence us, I said, now I will take you this. You said, okay, take. No, I need this. Okay, take. You don't care because you're not there. Nahi Siddha, Nahi Pir. He doesn't fear of any powers, either supernatural powers or normal powers, because what can you do to me? I already have everything what I need. Payo ji maine Ram Ratana Dana Payo. Payo ji maine Ram Ratana Dana. So Mirabai says, I got name of God as a present and nobody can steal it from me. Divana Nam Kamastana Heli. I'm engrossed in Gurudev's name. Nobody can take this from you. Nobody. Even if your wallet is empty, if there is nothing in your pocket, the Gurudev's name is still going on and on and on. And the best part is, because even when we forget, it's already repeating and repeating and repeating inside. We are already on the ajapa japa state. Only again, one small point, we have to realize that. But Swami Deepa Avadut Avalia Mahavirak Nakevir. Mahaprabhuji says he is Avadut. He is Avalia. Avalia is again the Muslim version of Avadhuta. He is completely out of this world. He's not caring what people think about us. Our biggest problem is that we care what everybody tells about us. Not what the people who matter, but we care that absolutely everybody, somebody on the street tells you something, you're like, oh my God. And we come to depression and this and that. Avadhut means like even nothing. There is nothing I care about. I care only about Gurudev. And what is the difference between the one who can call himself, now, I think there is the term narcissist or something, who doesn't care about other people's thinking, and self-realized master. Mahavira Nakavir, he is the bravest of all. He is the most bravest of all. Because who is the most scary person in your life? Yes. The most scary person in our lives is not our mother, father, friends, this guy, that guy. The most scary person are we. I am the one who is scaring myself the most. And since Devpuriji is above I, so he's the bravest of all. He's the greatest hero. So, we are already on the good track. We are here, so we know what we want. And now you know how you will feel when you actually achieve it. No? So if you want to have some, so when you say, okay, now I'm really great, I'm this and that, just go to this bhajan and say, do I have this? Okay, there is still some work to go, okay? But first line, Divana Sataguru Naam. Dedicate your mind to the name of Sataguru. Dedicate your life to the name of Sataguru. Everything else will follow. Because it says, even in the first line, it says, even if you dedicate your name in the Sataguru, you will be like the sky, so you will fulfill all your duties you need to fulfill. So it doesn't matter how you will fulfill. By being patient like an earth and be cool like a pure water of the ocean. Sri Sri Alakpuriji Mahadeva ki jai, Devadidev Deveshwar Mahadeva ki jai, Hindu Dharam Samrat Smarananji Bhagwan ki jai, Vishwa Guru Mamalesha Parasamashanji Gurudeva ki jai, Lalananji Maharaj ki jai.